Okay, I'm leaving South Manitou Island. Didn't stay on the island long enough to do any videoing, just kind of went there, had dinner, and now I'm on the way to Beaver Island. This is North Manitou, right off in this direction. I am maybe 4/10 of a mile from it. This point comes out, but the water drops right off. It's a straight shot to Beaver Island. I don't think I have to go around anything else. There are the Fox Islands, but I think I'm far east. Of course, I can go right to Beaver. So, alright, I'll check in later. So today I'm out here, I'm headed to Beaver Island. Yeah, it's one of those days where there's just not a breath of wind. The lake is glassy calm and it's hazy. It was foggy this morning, foggy enough that I slowed down to about 3.5, 4 knots just to be safe, and I gave one security call because there's a ferry route that I crossed. I think it's an educational ferry from Leland to North Manitou Island. Maybe it has something to do with the university. Regardless, it's a known route and they were crossing my position, so I hailed them. I'm running actually a course of 40 degrees, but I'm just off of a southbound ship lane. This is about something non.
U.S. Coast Guard Sector 6 Marine. U.S. Coast Guard Sector 6 Marine. For safety marine information broadcast is turning 02 partially submerged dock section.
There's a partially submerged dock section. We've been hearing about it all day in Sault Ste. Marie. Okay. Yeah, so there's just not a breath of wind at all. At this point, I've completely given up on sailing. I'm just going to put my sail cover on. There's no wind. There's no chance of any wind. Also, if you notice how hazy it is this day, this haze was caused by some wildfires in Isle Royale. And then the smoke went to this area that I was in, and we had 2 or 3 days of weird, hazy weather where the sun just wasn't as bright as it should be and just didn't look right. Oh, that's where I was at. It was foggy this morning. Yeah. Wow. Alright, so yeah, it was foggy this morning, so I slowed down. I gave a security call of where this research barge or educational vessel goes through. Then the fog cleared up a bit, and I'm running northbound down this shipping lane. So I'm headed northbound at 40 degrees. So I'm going right along the ship route. This is a southern-bound shipping route, and this can be a pretty busy area. So what I did was I went off course 3 miles. No, I went off course 1.5 miles. So I'm 1.5 miles west of this shipping route going north, and the ships are going south. This is my course. And this is a southbound freighter course. So I decided that I'm going to do a project today that involves looking where I'm going all the time. So I've been working on some sighting navigation here. I've got my parallel ruler, what is it called? I don't even remember. Sighting compass, dividers. So basically what you do, you get a sighting from 3 points. Now it's best when they're forward, behind you, and on a side of you, but I've got North Fox Island there, and I've got South Fox Island there. And when I did the sighting, I had the North Point Lighthouse. That's the north point of Leelanau Peninsula. So I had those 3 sightings. I took measurings, plotted it out. So the first thing I do is I take 3 sightings off North Fox Island. I sight it 3 times, and then I take the average of the 3, and I write that number down in my logbook. Next, I bring that course over to the compass rose of the chart at whatever angle I sight it. I line that up on the compass rose. Then I use my parallel rule to walk the course over to where North Fox Island is on the chart. And that's my first sighting. Okay, again, I use my sighting compass. I take 3 sightings. This time I use Grand Traverse Bay Lighthouse. So again, I'm going to take 3 sightings, and then I'm going to take the average of the 3 and write that number down in my logbook. Next, I line up the parallel ruler on the compass rose of my chart, then walk that course over so it will start at Grand Traverse Bay Lighthouse, and then where the 2 lines meet, that should be my position. Typically when you do this, you want 2 sightings that are 90 degrees apart. And better, you would use 3 sightings. I think when I was doing this, I used 2 sightings that were pretty close angle apart. I take the next sighting off Grand Traverse Lighthouse. Then I draw a line of position on the compass rose of my chart. Then I use my parallel rule to walk the line of position to start at Grand Traverse Lighthouse. So I should be here in this position. Once I got a fix, of course, with the GPS, then I drew a line of position from where I actually was and did another set of sightings an hour later, and that was pretty accurate. So again, this kind of thing just takes practice, and it's something that we should be doing as sailors. Then I compared it to the GPS course. I was off 11 miles significantly. So I did it a second time, and in the second time I think I may have skipped a step or 2, and just to practice. And again, it's good. I would say this is kind of limited visibility. The Fox Islands are like about 10 miles from me, and I can see them, but you know, only the tops of them. So anyways, I decided what I should do is a project or work on something that involves just looking all around all the time in all directions. So that's what I'm doing. I'm pretty happy with my second sighting, only being off 1.5 miles. I think that's pretty good. I'm in a pretty big area. And I lost North Point. I can start to see Beaver Island north of me. I can see the Fox Islands. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Alright, so I gotta check the course, get back up to speed, and I'm 3 hours out. Where am I? I'm 14 miles south of the southeast tip of Beaver Island. So I gotta go around that tip and then head north. But let me take a look at that quick, and yeah, then say another 3 hours. Yeah, maybe, because I think it'll take me an hour to go from the southern tip to St. James. And then I wonder how Dean on the Ride the Wind is doing. He's motoring too. He said he had a half a tank, and that was right around the halfway point. It might have been a little before the halfway point, so I hope he's got gas for his dinghy that he can, I don't know. But I guess we could always go and get him. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully he makes it. Maybe he was thinking it would be like yesterday and the wind picked up in the afternoon, but today is not going to be that day. Again, I put my sail cover back on, and I'm not even going to think about it. There's bugs out, but not many biting flies or those little annoying gnats. Okay, enough for now. One of my favorite things to do on days like this is just stop the boat completely, jump in the water, and go swimming. Typically, I stay tied to the boat, or I stay within reach of the boat, but today it was so calm, there was no current, no wind, so I was pretty confident just to kind of swim around the boat. This also worked well because then Dean from Ride the Wind could catch up to me, and then I knew he had plenty of gas and everything was fine, so it served 2 purposes. Alright, nice view at the bottom of my boat. Super clear water, super calm day. Looks good. Alright, I'm in 400 plus feet of water right now. I'm trying to see the bottom, but yeah, this is really deep water in Lake Michigan. 400 feet of fresh water. So this is something I call the Lake Michigan shower. You jump in the water, swim for a bit, get out, soap yourself up, jump in again, come out clean. It's beautiful. Doesn't quite beat a hot shower, but it's very nice, especially on a hot, muggy day like today. Well, I really hope you liked watching this video, and if you do and you want to see more of this content, please remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button. In the next video, I am on Beaver Island, and I meet Nick from Windward to Eden. I've been wanting to make this video a long time.